Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, triplings. Hello. Hello. How are you guys doing? I see in chat, Kira, as always, super early. Hello, Kira. Thank you so much for being here. We missed you last stream. I'm sad that you couldn't join, but I'm happy to see you here now. I see Buddy as well. Buddy, wow. You tried to beat Kira at their own game. That's so early. Make sure to link that shrimp court. Already did. Thank you so much for the reminder. And you beat Tenna in Deltarune. Awesome. Did you beat the knight though? Have you beaten the knight? Why are you LARPing JJK, Coco? Hello, Coco. Because why not? This is part. Today we're drawing the second part of the Kuri contest winners from my birthday. And Kira and Ata were the ones who participated and the ones whose Kuris made me laugh the most. So I'm drawing whatever they want. It's a colored sketch for them. We already drew Ata's last week on Tuesday, and it's the Sayori in the pose of the funny man that throws lasers through his Pompadour. And so Kira actually wanted, once they saw that, they wanted to make a response to that drawing, which is this guy, which is the guy that the Pompadour guy is supposed to be fighting, I think, in the scene. So we're drawing that JJK, even though I haven't seen it yet. I will, maybe, someday. I see Alex Green Dobbs. Oh, hello, Alex. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for joining today. And Ave. Hello, Ave. Welcome. Good evening, Pritz. Good evening. I forgot to do the roar last time, but now I can do it. Oh, we can try. I don't know if I have tried to do it like in like a black metal kind of thing. So let's do it. That was my roar. I hope that came across in the microphone. How's your day? It's going fine, Alex. Thank you. It's about to rain really badly, so if we lose connection, you guys, that's why. I hope nothing happens. Last time we lost power like 3 times. I was really scared, and I actually lost a drawing that I was doing. But hopefully the rain won't be that bad anymore. The rain season's already slowing down. Atasot still sounds you in his absence. R26. Yes, always. Welcome, R2, to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. And Roya, hello, Roya. I'm happy to see that you're doing better. Welcome. I'm prepping. Hola, paisana. ¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué pedo, Alex? ¡Wah! Está de la chingada ahorita. Están Spanish thing. Están festejando a la Virgen de los Remedios acá por mi casa y se escuchan un buen de cohetes. Entonces si escuchan pom pom pom, es por eso. I live near a very small town, and here in Mexico, small towns celebrate like the holy saints and stuff. They're celebrating right now the La Virgen de los Remedios, Virgin of the like cures or something like that. So if you guys hear like gunshots, they're not gunshots. They're fireworks. So don't get scared. I hope they don't come across. But around my house is like a mess right now with the traffic and everything. They're doing like a whole procession thing. It came across. Also kind of sounded like Dory in that what scene with Finding Nemo before the whale got him. Whoa. I love your evil Natsuki artwork. Oh, thank you. I don't know if the rest of you guys saw it. Let me show you if you haven't. Because what is my stream if not to promo what I do? I finally finished it. I've been working on it for a while. You could have seen it, a little bit of the progress in the Popi in the Stream Tank Discord. This is my artwork for the evil Natsuki account. Woo! I really enjoyed making it. In the beginning, I gave her like a funny little like evil like dressing. I kind of dressed her up like him from the Powerpuff Girls, but the evil Natsuki account kind of didn't vibe with that. That's why I wanted to message them, so I just left her in the original uniform, and I added like the bloody fingers and the bloody eyes and everything. Evil Natsuki. Virgin of Remedies. Hello, chat. Oh, hello, Jose. Welcome. But yeah, I've been working on this for quite a while. I kind of tried to apply what we learned from drawing Sayori that one time, the last week. I've been having this drawing for like a couple of weeks now that I've been working on it. I'm very happy to see it finished. But yeah, very, very happy. I really like the evil Natsuki account. It's so gimmicky and I love it. And it's pretty camp. Puppy Teller. Yeah, Puppy Teller. I love Puppy Teller. Thank you so much, Roya. So, next drawing. My tracking doesn't want to work. It doesn't like claps. So, like I said, for Kira today, I put on my glove, and as you know, my tracking doesn't like my glove. We're drawing this scene from Jujutsu Kaisen as a response to Sayori from last week that Ata requested. It looks so awesome and evil. Thank you! I had a lot of fun. Let me see if I can pull... If you guys are curious, I will pull up the Photoshop file. I had to do a lot of adjustment layers and stuff on top. I had to add a levels layer, and I added the funny little like blue thing that we learned from the Sayori drawing. I also added a hard light top blur, another levels layer, and then all of the multiply on top. If you see, when I colored it like normal, and then I just added like it's a multiply layer, and then an overlay layer for the shine on the outside for the glow. And then a normal white, like rim light. So that she would pop out and it would look like she was actually inside the flames. Hi there! Oh, hello, buddy! Welcome! I'm just showing a little bit of the evil Natsuki drawing that I posted today. But yeah, if you notice, the adjustment layers are doing most of the hard work here. I also have the rotten food right here. Actually, do I have the rotten food? Oh, I didn't save it. I thought I'd saved the rotten food like without blurring it. I guess I didn't. Oh no, yeah, here it is. Food. Haha, you guys want to see it? Do you think YouTube will like ban me if I show it? Wow, maggots and stuff. That was a stream exclusive thing. There goes again. There goes again. Don't miss it. Wow! I even drew an eyeball and stuff, but it kind of didn't come across. But yeah, that's how it was. If you notice, most of the effect is the adjustment layers at the end, so that it looks like the fire. Woo! And yeah, that was it. I was very, very excited. I can show you the sketch so you guys can see the original. That's the black and white layer. The original. I'm gonna name this Natsuki. The original sketch. It was this. He was gonna have this kind of like outfit, like an evil outfit in my eyes, right? Well, in my mind. The kind of dish that would knock one out. Oh yeah, but you know, she loves rotten meat. She made a tweet, the evil Natsuki account, about loving rotten meat, and I thought it was a really bizarre image of Natsuki eating rotten meat, so I just wanted to draw it. That's why I drew the fork and everything. But yeah, this was the original sketch versus final. I changed the skirt. I had to change the outfit, like I said. Oh, I just noticed that I changed the angle of the body. Why did I do that? I don't know. I like the other angle more. It looked more dynamic. Bueno, it is what it is. But yeah, that's how it was. That's how it is. So, I like her outfit. Yeah, me too. I did want to do something more evil, but I also know that in evilness, like villains and stuff, they usually tend to be a little bit more like flirty, like coquette, like sexualized, if you may say, in a way, right? They're a little bit more sensual, and I know that not everyone is, you know, okay with that. So I wanted to clear it with the evil Natsuki account first, and they didn't tell me no. She didn't tell me no, but then the next day, you know, she posted like her quote-unquote official ref, and it was just Natsuki in the normal Natsuki outfit. So I'd rather make it fan art for her account rather than just my own interpretation of evil Natsuki. That's what I wanted to do. Maybe in another occasion I will get to draw my interpretation of evil Natsuki. You guys remember? I remember that I drew with opacity. Did I just have opacity on? No, I just had like a really light. Well, yeah, I had opacity and like a little a really light like this, right? I think that's what I did. I'm gonna open the the Sayori drawing so I can remember. Because now, you know, last time, that one time, we did it so cool. And I kind of want to match it, you know, so they can be a set. And I completely forgot what I did with the lines and stuff. Yeah, so it is an opacity brush. And what did I add? Hand currently, or yeah, it's just this color. It was just like an opacity one with a very light color, this color of lines. I guess we'll just keep it open so I can use it for reference. And what size of brush was it? Was it a 5 or a 4? I think it was a 4. Yeah, it looks like it was a 4. Or a 5. Man, I have no idea. I don't remember. I think it was a 5 actually. A 5, and I tried really hard to make my lines like. Yeah, it was a 5. Okay. This fight sucks. What, the knight? The knight is like the coolest fight ever. Yeah, okay. Pretty sure it was a 5. And I just have to be very careful with my pen pressure. And the opacity was just active. Seems like it. So just like this. Wow. Think I added something else. Oh yeah, top adjust. Yeah, okay. We go with this. We go with this. And we already have the liner color. So let's start drawing the face and stuff. I think I said it before, but I don't usually put my references in my canvas. I just usually keep them in a window, like right next to it. The zipper on the jacket is a nice touch. Oh yeah, thank you. We actually did a zipper brush that one day. If you're curious on how I did it, you can check out the last week's stream. Is the I lived shrimp. I should probably change the thumbnail to, you know, say that I did this drawing. But yeah. And I left her bare-chested because that's how the guy is. I thought it looked badass. The fight is cool, but you know, I want to be able to beat it, and I have no revivements. Ooh, the no revivements things it is a tragedy. You're probably... It's just, the fight gets easier. The fight gets easier as you go, Kira. Don't despair. Okay, let's just do the overall... the overall shape of it. So it's like this. And it's like a 3/4, and we see the ear. Now let's remove the flow. We don't want that. Now I have to adjust the proportions because, as you know, Natsuki is a cute anime girl. It's not a cool Jujutsu Kaisen guy. But I have to get the angle right of the head. Like this, and the head's kind of how it goes backwards. And now quick check that the head is around the same proportion as Sayori's. Just so that it doesn't look, you know, head proportions in people don't really change that much. Okay, it has to be around there. Okay. There we go. And he's just standing there. He's just doing his cool stuff. It's a really straightforward angle. We see... Okay, I have to change the playlist because it's too random. That's too much. What is up with this? Let's put on some synthwave. I like synthwave. It kind of matches the vibe of the purple. The angle of this face is like pretty straightforward. He's just like, yeah, it's just straight on, head on, like that. And let's draw the hairline. Has to be here, just like that. And this part of the head, yeah, it's pretty big, I would say. Just like that. Check storage, 1 revivement. I was able to beat the night with just 1 revivement, but it did take me like the better part of a week, and I took breaks and everything. So I wish you all the luck, Kira, because that fight really is something. But the more you play it, the more you get used to the attacks. I don't know if that's any consolation. So, okay, so his neck starts right here by the chin, but since Natsuki is a thinner girl, I'm gonna have it start right below, right past it, I think. Then, you know, the rest of the neck. Like, back the ear, from behind the ear. It seems like, I mean, the neck is like in a position like this. So I'm gonna try to emulate that as well. The natural, like, bend of the neck that is not always completely straight, because if it was, you know, it wouldn't be like as low in the rib cage. And from there, it's just a pretty normal. Her back arm is like hidden. And then he has this one going up in a cylinder, and it's supposed to be the arm that we see with the hand here. So we tried to do that with Natsuki. Again, very small, a way smaller rib cage. It's the hardest part when you have a reference is trying to, you know, adjust it to what you know. Well, to the character that you're drawing. That's always gonna be the hardest part for me. Okay, it is a little low, yeah, because in here she has to have the... And the shoulder is kind of forward, so it doesn't really... Her other hand goes over here, and it hides. His shoulder, yeah, it's not that low. His shoulder's actually right here. Following the neck, draw the shoulder. And it starts from here, and then it becomes into a cylinder. This is like the pull of the thing, and then we start going. What helps me the most when I'm doing foreshortening is that I do try my best to draw the lines that go around it, just so that I myself in my head can tell if the angle is right or not. This, and it would start from here, because it's the upper part of the shoulder of the body. It's all gonna get hidden by the clothes anyway, but you know, it's important to me that we get this right the first time. I guess we draw a little bit of chest, because Natsuki does have a little bit of chest, but ever so slightly. And it would be here as well. Very, very little. Nothing consequential, I think. But actually, we could just hide it in his chest. It doesn't really show anything. Hello, chat. I'm late. I was prepping stuff for dinner. Oh, hello, ADs. My one and only white knight. Hello, hello. Just drawing the how is it called? The clavicle. That I know better. Where to place it. And now we put in the hand. make the hand separate. And then we adjust it in relation to the body. So she has, well, he has his hand like this. And we have to make the fingers a little bit more nimble. More nimble? Is that a word? Nimble? Yeah, right? Pretty sure it is. And it's like this. Oop. Now we won't see this part of the knuckles, but it's important so that I can sell the angle a bit better. And then it would be like this. And then it's this little part of the finger. Here, like this. That bends. I think we have to make these parts of the hand a little bit thinner, so to sell better the illusion that it's on the side. And finally, we add the thumb. Now the thumb, if you look at your hand right now, you know, a lot of people have a lot of trouble connecting the thumb to the rest of the hand. It's because they forget. Like if you grab your hand right in front of you and you open it, you're gonna see a little bit of flap, a little bit of like carnita, like meat, right between your hand and the thumb. That little flap of skin and the little webbing between the fingers and stuff, that's basically what sells any sort of hand angle that you ever do. So you have to pay attention to how the little fold in the thumb, you know, correlates to the palm. And here, for example, he's going like a pinch. So our thumb is not gonna be connected right from here like this, right? If we do something like this, it's gonna look weird, right? And you go, I don't know why it looks weird if it doesn't, you know, if this is how it looks like, you know? I don't know why it looks weird if the hand is actually doing this. In my brain, I see it. But if you look at your actual hand doing it, you're gonna see that what you're missing is a little flap right here. Just like that. And that way you can go, ah, okay. That's what I was missing. And that's basically what most people forget to add to their drawings of hands. Is this little flap right here. And you see how different it is? We go from this, which is like, it looks okay, but not quite right, to if we erase this part and then we add the little thingy. You go, okay, yeah, I can see that. I can get behind that. You made me see my hands. Poppy, I have a request. Oh, what happened, Kira? What happened? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? What do you want? Do you want something changed in your drawing? Let's exaggerate this part of the thumb a bit more. Okay, but I made it too thin. Let's make it a little bit thicker. Just like that. It says, shift the pointer finger. One finger to the left. Put that index down. You think it'd fit Natsuki more? All right. If you think, you know, that's gonna make it better. Let's erase this part. Let's see. Again, if you again, you know, because logic would have it, right, that the finger would actually just go like this, right? The index finger. But if you actually do the pose, if you're not holding your index finger with your thumb, it kind of goes, it kind of can't go all the way. So it's gonna do this funny thing. It's gonna stay like this, right, on the joint, and then it's gonna go like this, like open. And there it goes, the other part of the finger. Like that. And then we lift. Let's lift then the middle finger. Just like that. I'm trying to get maybe a little bit more of the mature look that we made with Sayori's fingers. So let's try and do that. Alright, and the middle finger also goes in a slant. It doesn't go completely straight unless you move your hand. So in here it would be at a slight angle. Just like this. I think we made it a little too long. Something's happening. I'm not liking the like this. There you go. And let's make the thumb a little bit more stylized too. More elongated. And I think I made the hand a little bit too like burly for someone like Natsuki, so let's do something like this. Again, none of this is gonna show, right? This is just for me. Just so I know that I have it right. Funny bone and then this. I still think it's a little too thick, so we're gonna do my favorite thing. We just slim it down with the transform tool and pray that it looks good. I think I placed the thumb a little bit too separate. It has to be a little bit more together. Like this. And this is how it would look like. If the guy, because if the guy had his finger, right? Like this. And then the middle finger up instead. Yeah, it would look something like this. Just like that. And trying to make it more, try to making the thumb more girly. The moment you girlify a thumb is when you know that you've lost the sauce. Completely. Oh, hello, Hunter. Welcome. When is Little Nightmares? Little Nightmares is tomorrow. Not tomorrow. On Thursday. This Thursday. Little Nightmares is next stream. I actually have it already up in the channel, ready for scheduling. If you want to be notified when it begins, it's tomorrow at 5 p.m. Hey. Also, I got snack restock. No more cornflakes. Awesome. No more cornflakes with dubious sauces. That's incredible. Okay, so this is our hand. I'm gonna put it in a different color so we can differentiate it from the rest of the body. It seems like the hand, at least the index finger, is way bigger than his head. So we have to fix that. Oopsies. We have to fix that sizing issue. Like if I grab the index finger and I put it against his head, it's like bigger. So we do that. Just like that. And it's gonna be like off screen and it's like a little bit passing the shoulder. Yeah, I think around here. There has to be a little bit more space between the arm and the... It's because his shoulders... Well, Natsuki's shoulders are a little bit less big. So there has to be a little bit of space in between the thumb and the arm. So we're basically just trying to emulate that. To be a little larger. Something around here, yeah. That looks right. So this is how it be with Natsuki's proportions. The pose in general. Well, generally. And... oh yeah! What else? What else? No, yeah, that was the request. The index finger changing. Pringles and beef jerky. I'm so happy. Ooh, beef jerky. Oh, that's awesome. I really like... in Mexico, we have something called peperamis. It's not quite beef jerky, but it's, like, just a big... a little... well, not big. It's like little... it's like longer than a pencil, though. It's like a good... what? Like 25, 30 centimeters of just pepperoni. Pepperoni or... I think it's actually salami. Let me pull up a picture so you guys know what I'm talking about. Only the Mexicans in chat will get el tío pepperami. And I love them so much. They look like this. They're like wrapped in like plastic and stuff. But my god, are they yummy. And they have a funny little character. Well, they used to, because now in Mexico we don't allow mascots and snacks. Because of the children. Will somebody think of the kids? And they have different flavors too. But I like the original one. Nothing beats the original. I've never tried beef jerky. I guess it's similar to that. I think they sell it now here in the import section, but I would need to look it up. Why does he look like he's flipping me off? Because she is. She is flipping you off. Sounds good, but speaking of Mexico, I always wanted to have Mexican tacos. Oh, Mexican tacos are the best. Like, American tacos just can't compare. Not at all. Jesus Christ. Fucking American tacos. Absolutely terrible. Well, I haven't tried them. Maybe they're good. My wife makes... she has like a... like an American taco recipe, but it's like different. We make our own seasoning for it and stuff. Are his eyes really like straight? Yeah, they're just straight on. We can go eyelash to eyelash. This pose is really just like head on, I guess. Her ear has to be a little higher. It's because that's why it's throwing me off. It's because the angle of the ear is like more like this than a normal. Like, it's not like this. Right? It's like this. Sorta, kinda. I guess we'll fix it. Yeah, it's like that. We'll fix it when we're doing the cleaner sketch. We're just doing the rough sketch right now. Los taquitos de cualquier esquina le ganan esos tacos. Sí, a huevo. Any taco place here in Mexico, even the bad ones, are way better than like the Taco Bell stuff. I've seen the Taco Bell stuff. I've seen... the thing that bothers me most about those American taco places, specifically Taco Bell, is that they have this thing called chalupa, right? Now, when I Google... And I'm gonna bring up Google Chrome again, because this really grinds my gears. When I Google Taco Bell chalupa, what is this? This is just another taco. This is just another taco. Like, this is just another American taco. This is not a chalupa. This is absolutely not a chalupa. I am a big fan of chalupas. If we go to any restaurant and they have chalupas, like for entries, I order an entire order of 6 for myself. This is not a chalupa. This is a chalupa. This is what it is. You see the difference? You see the difference? Like, what is it? Why did they just steal the name, man? Why they would do that? I don't get it. This is not a chalupa. This is a chalupa. It's just fried tortilla, like really, really fried. It's like soaking in grease with salsa on top, and then some beef that's pulled apart and onion. And it's the best thing in the world. A mí también me encantan las chalupas. ¡Oh, qué sabroso! Ya se me antojaron unas. I am salivating now just thinking about chalupas. Dinner is after my stream, so I'm very hungry right now. This is a chalupa, guys. This is it. And they fry them. Like when you go to the street, this is like a street food snack. They fry them in like big comales, like out in the street, and they just sprinkle them. And they're like 20 pesos for like 5 of them. Well, now I think it's like 35. The recession is strong. But yeah, this is a chalupa. This is a chalupa. What is this? Why would they do this? This is not a chalupa. It says chalupa supreme. What does this have to do with chalupas? They just saw the name and they go, huh, that sounds kind of funny. Chalupa. Ha ha ha. I'm just gonna name my new taco chalupa. What is this? It pisses me off. I hope you guys, those in other countries that are not Mexico, are able to either come here one day or go to a real like Mexican restaurant and try chalupas for real. Siempre he sido muy quisquilloso con la comida, pero ahora tengo curiosidad por probarlas, honestamente. Oh, es de lo más rico, José. No tienes idea. Es sabrosísimo. It's just grease, you know? It's like having, you know, when you go get tortillas and maybe you'll buy like a little bit of salsa and then you make a taquito with salt and you just dip it in the salsa. It's like, it's literally just that. It's like super yummy. Super, super yummy. Chalupa, what the hell is that? It's literally just a thick taco. Oh yeah, you're right. It's like super, it's more like an empanada. Like a sad empanada. A sad gordita. Like a very sad gordita. Ya veo. Yeah, you should try them, Jose. You should try them. The salsas are really good. Like, and you eat them with your hands, obviously. Qué bonita ranita. There's also chalupas, ¿cómo se llama? Hay chalupas de Chiapas. You know, this is also a chalupa, but it's from Chiapas, from down south. But it's basically the same, you know. You have your fried tortilla. And in this case, they put like beans and carrot and other things on top. Like, oh, what happened with my tracker? My tracker died. What did my tracker die? Let me restart it. What the heck? What the heck happened? Tracker started? No, it didn't. Let me close it and reopen it and see if that reloads it. It's like my tracker heard me talking bad about chalupas. There we go. And they were like, about the Taco Bell chalupas, and they were a fan or something. Hey, Popi, salsa verde o roja? Verde, siempre. Siempre la verde. Pero si son chilaquiles, roja. I really like green sauce, salsa verde. It's like the best because it's like a little sour. And it's like, ooh, qué rico. Salsa roja, it depends on how they make it. It's usually less spicy though. I like it in chilaquiles because, you know, that means I can finish the dish without my mouth burning. A huevito, hermana. Sí, hermanito, a huevo. There's also las chilapeñas. They're from Yucatan. Chilapeñas. ¿Qué sí se llama? Ajá. These are more like cazuelitas. This is probably taking the concept of chalupa a little bit far. They're still, you know, like a little thingy of like tortilla. And they have a chipotle and chicken and a little bit of onion. These are the ones from Guerrero, which is also down south. Chalupitas. But you know, the concept remains the same. It's like flat fried tortilla or something with protein on top and a type of salsa. An onion. Right? I just can't believe what they did to my boy. I just can't believe what they did to my boy in the United States. You must serve the nachos tacos. Where are they? Nachos tacos? ¿Qué es eso? Nachos tacos? Nachos tacos. Chimichanga? Taco nachos. Yeah, I know they're dos platillos de la comida mexicana. I'm guessing this is not what you wanted me to. Nacho tacos. Sorry, I was off. My phone died. It's okay. Look how they massacre my boy. Poppy, I'm gonna order Taco Bell and get everything that pisses you off. Doritos, Locos, Nachos, Tacos. That is a mouthful. Doritos, Locos, Nachos, Tacos. Ugh. 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 What is this? What? They're made of Doritos? Sacrilegio. What is this? Now I want a taco, but all I have are Kit Kats and Pringles. You can make a taco, you put 2 Pringles and put Kit Kat in the middle. Are you letting out a fart? I wish I was. I wish I was. Critical hit. Emotional damage. Se murió el disgusto. ¿Qué es esto? La Tenite, Costa Rica. I mean, Dorilocos are iconic. This is something else. This is something a common gringo would not be able to eat without dying. Dorilocos. What is this? The shell is made of Doritos? Access denied? The Taco Bell website is down. I have access denied to the this is how they keep their business. They keep the Mexicans out so that we can't go and criticize it. I don't have permission to access TacoBell.com. Yeah, I can't join. What the heck? Poppy, what are your favorite chips? My favorite chips of all time are churro maíz flamas. You will sadly, I don't think you'll find this in the United States. They look like this now. They're purple. They are the yummiest thing in the world. If not churro maíz flamas, which is they're really hard to find. They have like a big bag like this. But it's really hard to find where I live for some reason, even though I live in a big city. I have to... They do sell them. I know exactly where they sell them, but it's like a 30-minute drive. And, you know, I'm not getting my fix like that. I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of person. I also really like... And they sell them at any Okkotsu. Rejitas. Rejitas. Now, I know any Mexican that's watching this. All of my Mexican shrimplings might hit me because I actually really like sabritones. I am... If not a papas, if not churro maíz, I am mostly a chicharrón girl. Like fried, like pork skin chicharrón. I don't know how you say that in English. I don't know if you guys have those kind of chips. I think I had those chips before, the ones that are your favorite. Really? Oh man, I can't believe it. The chat brought you off track. Yeah, I know. Chat brought me off track. But we have to talk. This is really serious stuff. This is really serious. Snacks and food. Persona de cultura. I really, really like rejitas. They're like super yummy. Like I said, I'm more of a chicharrón girl. They're like puffed. Like, I don't know how to explain it for someone who lives in the United States. I'm trying to think of a chip that you guys might have that looks like that in the United States or the UK. Chicharrón, the pigskin chips. I've had those as well, I believe. Yeah. There is like pigskin, but these ones are like completely processed at this point. They also sell them in wheel form. Rodacas. Ora. Where I live, they're called rueditas. Well, I don't know. Chicharrones chips are amazing, actually. Yeah, I love them. Poppy, lock in. We'll lock in. We'll lock in. I think you would do good because you do art. One day, can you do Mecha Chameleon stream? Yeah, I want to get Mecha Chameleon, but I also want to play with you guys. But I also don't want to force you to buy the game. But one day we'll play Mecha Chameleon together. But yeah, this one, rejitas. And if not rejitas, like my third place of chip is purple chips. Chips moradas. They're literally called chips. That's the name of the brand. For any person that speaks English that watching this. They're literally called chips. Chips Fuego. I love them. They're awesome. I've had the wheels as well. Oh yeah! Oh hell yeah! So then you know how it feels. I love that feel. You put like lemon, like lime, green lime, and a little bit of salsa. And poof, they go so hard. You should draw a chips collab. I probably should like shrimp flavored chips. But yeah, this is my third place. So first place is churro maíz flama. Second place is las rejitas, and third place is chips moradas, chips fuego. They're awesome. I really hope you guys get to like come to Mexico someday or something, because in the United States, I've gone to the United States and I've gone to Canada, and they nerf the chips really badly. Like I guess it's because of health concerns, which I get it. But they nerfed the seasoning on them. So Takis Fuego and stuff, the Doritos Nacho and stuff like that you guys have over there in the UK, in Canada, in the United States, they don't taste the same as here. In here, they add so much seasoning. And they taste so good too. Change the stream name to Draw and Recommending Comida Chingona. We recently had a bag of chips in our house that looked like the Chips Fuego. Health concerns, while they're actually just trying to poison us here. Yeah, health concerns in the UK, they take it a bit more seriously. Oh yeah, I know that in the UK, like all of the snacks and chocolate and soda are like super priced up. In here, in some states in Mexico, people will prefer to buy Coke rather than water. Chiapas, the state in Mexico named Chiapas, is like the place in the world that drinks the most Coca-Cola. They drink like 5 liters daily, like per person, something like that. And I'm not making it up. We can Google it like now. Place that drinks the most Coca-Cola. It's fucking Chiapas. Mexico drinks the most Coca-Cola per person in the world, with the state of Chiapas holding the absolute global record. While the United States leads in total volume consumed overall, Mexican consumption per capita is unmatched. I actually have a Coca-Cola can collection. I love Coca-Cola. Yeah, it's 160 to 200 liters per person a year. Yeah, we have a cool little graphic right here. The average Chiapas resident drinks over 4 1/2 liter Cokes per day. They drink 2 liters per day per person. It's insane. Absolutely insane. And there's the United States and Mexico. But we're not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop. Health concerns, Mexico doesn't have any. So you guys should come. In the US, they're actually just allowing farmers to give people pesticide-filled produce. Oh yeah, I know that you guys have a big thing with the produce and stuff. That is absolutely terrifying, because that's the food that's supposed to be healthy, right? Like once you eat, like I said, I went to the United States once because I got my COVID vaccine, my 4th COVID vaccine. We crossed the border to how's it called? The Texas town, Charlottesville, Brownsville. I can't remember, the one that's like right next to Reynosa, Tamaulipas. And we went there, and we also ate at Chili's, and we bought some stuff from CVS Pharmacy. I've got to know what a CVS Pharmacy is. Wow, you guys are way ahead of your game. CVS Pharmacies, love you. We don't have that here. After the stream, let's go for tacos, my treat. Oh, yes, yes. 5 de asada con todo. Si algún día tienen la oportunidad, les sugiero que por favor prueben los tequeños y pastelitos venezolanos. Son de mis comidas favoritas. Oh, what's that? Tequeño. I wanna see what's a tequeño. Tequeño. Ooh. Oh, relleno de queso blanco. Oh, you know what? Google Shopping. No, I don't want Google Shopping. You know what? Here in Cinépolis, I've seen this before, and I thought it was a Cinépolis thing. In our movie theaters, they sell tequecitos. Así se llaman. And it's basically the same thing. And they also fill them with like Nutella and stuff. So I've had them before. I have had them before. Tequecitos. Tequecitos. So that's what they are. I guess you guys make them better. It's basically, for those who haven't tried them, it's basically like cheese fingers, but instead of it being fried, you have like batter outside it, as if it was tempura. It's really, really good. I love it. I love it. En serio, increíble. Yeah, they sell them. Mira, aquí está en Cinépolis tequecitos. Tequecitos de pizza. My sister loves the ones with Nutella and cream cheese. They're awesome. But they're also like from the movies, so they're not the best tequecitos ever. I'm guessing you guys have like in Venezuela, you have actual tequecitos places. That probably tastes way better. Supposedly, the vaccine made you more likely to develop 7 different cancers, as well as there is plans to vaccinate the fish for humans to get vaccinated via consumption. Huh, look at that. Well, I guess we all have to die of something. De algo me tengo que morir. That's a ton of Coca-Cola. Where's Pepsi Man when you need him? Now we hate Pepsi. There's people who drink Pepsi here in Mexico, but you know, nobody. You bring Pepsi to a party, everyone's gonna look at you weird. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, okay, sure, we'll drink it, but this is not what we wanted. So, this one in the back is supposed to be Yuri, right, Kira? You wanted it to be Yuri. Back to the drawing for a little bit, so that I know what to draw. It has this and this and this, this and this. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Me sorprende mucho el nombre tequeño, surge de los teques en Venezuela. Suele tener mucho queso, me gusta mucho. Ah, qué rico. Tequeños, los tequis. Tequeños, it's like you're describing them as if they're like residents, right? Popi, do you play Roblox? I have a Roblox account, and I did spend money on Robuxes to buy some clothes, but I haven't played it since. I played it because my little brother Ryan Gosling used to like playing Forsaken a lot. But then, you know, I'm just kind of bad at PvP games, and I get really nervous, you know, because especially when it's like competitive games, because I don't want people mocking me, especially little kids. Maybe that's an insecurity I have to work on. But I do have a Roblox account, and maybe we can play someday if I get over my fear of being one-upped by a little kid, by a 7-year-old. I guess it's not even a fear. Like, I know the 7-year-old mocks me. I absolutely know it. You guys saw me play Peak last stream with Storyteller. You know that I'm not the biggest gamer there is anymore. I used to be. I taught Ryan Gosling, my little brother Ryan Gosling, everything he knows. I used to be the biggest gamer, and I also suffer from rage quitting issues. But not anymore. I've left that part of my past behind. It was causing me a lot of pain, and once I broke a controller. Oh, my tracker's going crazy again. I broke a controller once. I think it was a Wiimote, and my mom didn't let me hear the end of it. So I stopped. I stopped playing as much. Just because it's better for my mental health. I've gotten better, though. I've gotten better. I can play some games now without getting too mad. You know, I like puzzle games a lot now. I also really like point-and-click games, like find games or escape games. Those are fun. You're just drawing the guy in the background. I'm thinking how I'm gonna make it Judy. I guess I just add the hair at the end. Right? Like this. I think the head is a little bit... It has to be around here. And I have to make it a little smaller. Like this. Epic rap battles of history. Popi versus Wii Remote. Begin! No! It's not even a rap battle. It's just me going, fuck! Throwing the Wiimote as far as I can towards the wall. They have Mecha Chameleon, and it's like the real game. Oh, look at that! Oh, we can play that together then. Poppy used to be the goat of gaming. I used to be really good at Pokemon, and I did a lot of platformers. Estrella de Wiimote en la tele, clásico. And it's really funny because it's the reason why... I mean, as you guys know, when you're a woman and you say that you play video games, everybody mocks you because you don't like playing the shooters, right? You don't like playing Halo or Gears of War and stuff. At least here in Mexico, it's pretty common, right? You say, I'm a gamer, and they say, if you play Mario, it's not a real game. But the reason why I never tried them when I was younger, it was because I knew if I was getting my ass kicked and I was getting like red face because of Mario Galaxy, that if I started playing Gears of War, it was over for me. It was over for me and my family, and I was gonna end up, I don't know, like murdering someone. Like the people that go out of the way to find the people they lost to at games and to like try to murder them. Yeah, that would have been me. So I never actually tried any shooters. But out of fear, I knew deep in my prepubescent mind, I knew that if I tried games like that, it was over for me as a healthy member of society. Now I laugh telling it, right? But my mom was not very amused when she... Imagine this, because, like, you know, the Mexican family... we're doing better right now, but back then we didn't used to have a lot of stuff. Now that I'm an adult, you know, I have my own money and stuff, so I'm pretty... I would say I'm pretty well off now. But back then, I didn't have a TV in my own room. We only had the TV. My parents had a TV in their own room, but neither did me or my sister. We just had the TV downstairs in the living room. That's all we had. And like my poor mother was trying to like cook and stuff, and she would just hear me like literally rage. I would like scream and stuff at the at the screen, and it was just Mario Galaxy going yahoo wahoo and stuff like that, and you know, dying the and me going ah! In the background. My mom used to get so pissed. At some point, like, there were times where she would just come over and turn off the Wii, and I would get so pissed, so mad. Like, what are you doing? You know that I can't get my progress back if you do that, right? And she was like, well, yeah, I'm done with your bullshit. I'm trying to cook in peace. Play something else or put on a movie. It's just... Again, like I said, now I laugh, but for my mom, it must have been so awful. You know, it's a heavy day. You have to... I'm the eldest of 3 siblings, so, you know, you have 3 kids, very different ages, and you have to cook something that everyone will eat, right? You have to make sure that they're all gonna eat something and stuff, and you're trying to come up with the recipe, and you're doing it and stuff, and... Oh, what a tired day of driving everywhere, all of them to school, all of them to their activities. And you get, in your free time while you cook, you hear your 13-year-old with Mario Galaxy in the background. Beautiful game, beautiful soundtrack. And she's just absolutely losing it at poor little Mario. Not my proudest moment. Not my proudest moment for sure. Oh man. What memories. Terrible memories. I'm gonna exaggerate the finger a bit more. It's absolute terrible memories. My poor mother. I hope I don't get to rage. I hope you guys never see me rage. I feel you. I kind of gave into peer pressure, tried COD with some classmates, and because I was a newcomer, I naturally got showed up online. Got mocked for being bad and underleveled. Ugh, yeah. Terrible. Awful. Bro, can I just burn some save data off of somebody? I don't want to fight tonight. Don't get bad, Kira. Don't rage quit. Don't rage quit. You can do it. If I could do it without rage quitting, you can do it too. I learned from my ways. Let me lend you. I'll send you telepathically all my shrimp power. I passed it, and if I pass it, so can you. If I pass the knight, if I defeated him, so can you. So can you. Honestly, now, like, after the night, there's like a stronger... I mean, because I for the night, it took me like a week, right? And then I had to fight the next secret boss. And I was stuck on that for like 2 weeks. And I did not want to fight him. I don't want to spoil you, Kira, or anyone who hasn't played Deltarune. But I guess right now, maybe it's like common knowledge. I'm not sure. But I was stuck on that guy forever. The one in chapter 4. Forever. I high-key just don't wanna. You can leave it and try it later. I also experienced that where you know you're trying it over and over and over and over, and you're just like, I want to do something else, right? Can I please move on with the game? But it's at least for me, it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. So, okay, since our canvas is a little smaller, I think I'm gonna have to tweak the composition a little. Because this is how it is, and her shoulder kind of breaks up, so I think I'm gonna move the entity. I have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm a LARPer. I'm gonna move the entity a little bit more to the left, and I'm gonna move Natsuki as well a little bit more to the left, so we can have it like this. Because I'm not using a common screen resolution. I just noticed that I made my Natsuki shorter than the guy. I guess that fits, right? Because Natsuki's smaller. So I don't know. I think I can live with this. And now, just very quickly, I'm gonna hide. No, I kind of have to leave Sayori on, and I'm gonna put this guy over here. And I have to do the clean sketch. This is gonna be the rough sketch. Putting it at 15%. And now I do the lines. Now first let's do the body. I've been on Deltarune all day and have been high-key miserable lately, so the night is not something I want to do. High-key debating cheating, just to skip the night. I guess, I mean, you can do that, right? If you just want to keep on going with the game and make sure, you know, that Tricky Tony doesn't get you with, like, his secret stuff, like all the hidden bosses and stuff. I think you can do it. There's nothing wrong with it. But there's nothing like the satisfaction of actually defeating it yourself and getting to see the end, like, in your own save file, right? Like, you can see it on YouTube or other people can show you and stuff. But there is nothing like getting to see the cutscene running on your game. At least that's it for me. But, you know, if it's really causing you this much stress, you should totally, like, leave it. Let's do the cheek. And then the little jaw. This part. Your ear. I always make the ears a little bit too pointy. Did I make the... Oh. Sayori's ears don't even show up because of her hairstyle. I'm guessing it's gonna be the same with Natsuki. I'm just not gonna detail the ear, I guess. And I'm just gonna kinda sketch out the head. This looks better, more proportionate than this one. This one looks like the back of her cranium is sagging. And the clothes. Okay, so we do the neck. I guess I have to draw her like all scuffed, right? Because of the fight. Same as this guy, he has like a bunch of like scuff marks and stuff. Yeah, but with cheats, I can just infinite health or crazy damage to breeze through it. Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, if it's cheating, yeah. I thought you just wanted to copy the save file that does have it. I don't know, I'll leave it for tomorrow. It'll eat me a bit, but I just want to continue the story. You can do it, you can do it. I believe in Yukira. Again, like I said, if I could do it, so can you. For real. So, this guy, what he has is like a funny little... I have no idea what kind of suit this is. This reminds me of like the middle school suit that some kids have in middle school in Japan. I guess it has like some cool lore implications or something. But I'm a LARPer, so I wouldn't know. Again, if you guys can see me, like for my rough sketching, I also did it. But if you guys can see me right now, this is what I would call a clean sketch. I'm not trying to do line art or anything. But the reason why it looks this clean is because instead of trying to do like going over and over again, you know, on the same one to get the shape that I want and stuff like that. It's a Japanese thing that I learned from Master Naoki Saito, illustrator for Pokemon and Uma Musume and a bunch of other cool things. he teaches about clean sketching, which is basically, you know, what I've been doing. I don't know if you guys have been noticing. So you draw a line, and if you don't like it, you Control C. Or if you don't like it, yeah, you delete it, right? And you do it until you get the line that you like, and then you keep going. If you don't like it, delete it. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't like it, delete it. And that way, it can seem... It might seem a little bit... like, what? Like, insane, like psychosis-inducing, right? Like, I could see... In the beginning, it was really hard for me because I felt like I was going really slow. But once you master it, you actually breeze through sketching so much quicker, and your sketch actually starts to look like the thing in your head. It's awesome. I can send his ref image in DMs. Oh, it's okay. I have the... I'm trying to emulate the style of the screen cap, so it's fine. Thank you, Kira. But you know, that's and you can draw so much faster like this, and I've started doing it, and it's so clean that people think, you know, well, sometimes for my own drawings I can just skip line art. Line art is the worst part of a drawing for me. I hate doing line art with a passion. It's when I used to do commissions, it was the part that I would get stuck on, the line art. Okay, and he has this thing, this fold right here. It kind of goes down here. This. Then he has another fold here. And he has, I just noticed that he has like a wound or something right in his arm. It's like, and it's like the sweater is like broken off. But let's just kind of try to emulate that style of cloth that's like ripped. Yeah, you can see very faintly here because it kind of gets lost. This is the edge of the shirt right there. Let's do it with white so I can actually see it. This is the rip of the shirt, and then everything else is like that. Yeah, I think we got this part really well. And it's like this, and then it's another little valley, and then we go down. And in this part, we don't get to see another like ripped edge. Maybe, I guess it's this one. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I think it's something like that. Right? And it looks like it. Oh, it's a little bit less tall and more... Now let's just edit with the transform tool. Transform tool, my beloved. A little bit more like this. Now let's do edit, transform, warp as well. Warp, warp, warp. Guess this one's a little bit lower. There we go. Like this. And we make this one a little larger. That makes sense. I've been trying that lately, and it's been helping me quite a bit. Although it was a bit frustrating at first. Yeah. It's in the beginning, getting used to it is like, ugh, it's terrible because, you know, I go so much slower, and your brain is actually like you can hear the fans going, like, wee, the hamsters going crazy, right? Because every line becomes a decision on where you put it on. But, you know, after I've been doing it and stuff, it's actually been quite nice. It's saved me so much time, and like I said, you know, I can have my ideas way quicker. There you go. Sorta, kinda. Delgatas. Kinda looks okay. Now we have this part of the fold on the inside, which is not gonna show after we do the paint inside. Something like that. And that's gonna be the skin, I'm guessing. But it's gonna be obscured by all of the blood. Blah. Blood. And let's just keep doing the folds. It's really cool because you become less attached to your lines. So in case, like, you know, you make a mistake down the line in your line art and stuff, you can immediately change it and not feel bad, like, oh, but I spent so much time in the sketch and doing my lines and stuff. You kind of just become detached, and it becomes easier to work on the thing that matters, which is, in my opinion, you know, well, the thing I have fun the most with. It's rendering and painting it and seeing the drawing come to life. That's how it is for me, at least. I just noticed this is like video game stuff, the video game music, right? Precisely. I always thought that patience is a virtue. Yes, yes, yes. Patience is definitely a virtue. Ah, mira, this is where I see now. This is part of his suit right here. It's like the division of the sleeve with the shoulder. So we can draw it, and it kind of hangs out a little bit. Like so. And then this one is just like this on the outside. Kind of makes the arm look a little weird, but I'm guessing with shading it's gonna make more sense. Here, for example, it looks like the look that it has is like more squarish. It's the style of JJK, I guess. Just a little edgy, right? Oh yeah, we haven't connected this part. It goes on the inside and then it goes down. And we can't forget the fact that there's like a division and stuff. And this one actually goes through the entire part of this. Of this thing. Right here. And yeah. It's how you can get... it's the secret for how your sketches can look so clean and so good. It's all about clean line sketching. Still on the fence. I don't know, man. I'm still on the fence about watching JJK. I watched when I was younger, when I was a young shrimpling, I watched Hunter x Hunter. And no shonen ever that I've seen. I tried watching One Punch Man. Well, One Punch Man is kind of like a seinen, but you know, it's like super powered people fighting, so that's kind of like shonen. Like, I watched One Punch Man. I watched My Hero Academia. I tried watching Blue Clover. And it's like no shonen ever has filled the gap, the itch that Hunter x Hunter, you know, like scratches. So I kind of stopped watching. I stopped keeping up with shonen altogether. And I don't know if it's worth it to, you know, kind of like get over that and try watching JJK. What do you guys think? Should I? Do you guys would consider it worth it? You like Jujutsu Kaisen? Is it memories that you treasure in your head? Is it something that you go like, wow, I'm really glad I watched this? I also haven't even seen Chainsaw Man, for example. My little brother Ryan Gosling is a big fan of Chainsaw Man, and I haven't even gotten around to watching it. And her little bit of boob. Just a little bit. Not even gonna show that much. He also has a button right here. And right here. There's like so many folds that I have to draw. I guess I can draw those with the color. I used to love My Hero Academia. Hunter x Hunter seems interesting, but I've never gonna run to watching it. JJK is on the watch list too. Chainsaw Man is great. Everybody always talks about Chainsaw Man and how it's like awesome and stuff. I have to watch it. Let's make this a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna go with a 7 because it's closer to the camera. Hunter x Hunter is like the epitome of shonen. It has everything. It has romance, it has drama, it has romance, it has weird dubious gay interactions with other characters. It's like everything you could ask for in a shonen. and the coolest part is like so far there's no love interest for the main character, which I appreciate a lot in shonen. Because it, you know, like most of the female characters in shonen are just not that great. Or, you know, you can tell that they're done a specific way for the main character to become or be a certain way. You know what I mean? It's like it's my own hang up when watching shonen, but Hunter x Hunter doesn't have any of that. Which is pretty cool in my eye. The Sayuri one, did I thicken the darker parts? Yeah, I did. Okay, so we're doing that too. Every part that connects with another part is getting thickened. There you go. That's a ladylike finger. I think. Ladylike enough for Natsuki to flip us off. The Reese arc movie was quite beautiful. I'd certainly recommend it. Okay, I'll watch it. I will say I am intrigued by the whole demon thing. It seems really cool. The demon concept. That's describing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, low-key. Now, the problem with JoJo's is that it's the reason why I've like not watched it for so long. It's because in the end there are like buff men, and you know, don't get me wrong, I appreciate buff men. I like Jensen Ackles, but to watch an anime that's always filled with buff men, it's kind of like. You know, in Hunter x Hunter, I have Kurapika, which is more like a B shonen type, and I love Kurapika. His whole arc is like wonderful, absolutely amazing, and he's married to Leorio. Well, he's not, but no, it's part of like the I am an otaku through and through. I cannot hide what I like. And the anime that I watch has to have what I like. I am a bit of a loser in that regard. I like either bishonens or, you know, beautiful women as well. So that's the reason why I haven't seen JoJo in like all of the years that it's gone out, because I start watching it and I go, but it's all men. And I know there's like Jolene at like a certain season and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to watch it, but you know, everyone says that you have to watch them in order so that you can get part of the lore and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know, man, I don't know. You know, it's it's a big sacrifice for an otaku to ask an otaku to do that. Poppy, they become twinks? I might watch it. I mean, I will probably watch the Reese arc movie on my birthday. Oh, yeah. Oh, so far implies that it's still airing, correct? Hunter x Hunter, it does not have an ending because the manga does not have an ending. The manga actually took a 12-year like hiatus and is just getting back into production. But you can bet, since Hunter x Hunter is like one of the best sold shonen of all time, you can bet that it's gonna get animated at some point. But yeah, there's no ending to the anime. It ends in like a... They end it, but you know, it's like the end of an arc. And you don't get to see what happens next because at that point the manga did not exist. They become twinks. JoJo's become twinks? I thought the whole thing was that they were like super buff. What do you mean they become twinks? What? No way. What do you mean? Sticking parts again that connect. I don't know if you guys have seen this effect in like anime illustration. It's basically you just go to any place that intersects with another line and you just darken it. And that's how you get the cool effect. Some people take it a bit further and, you know, put some more line weight or on places where there'll be shadow. But in here's like basically the places where dust would collect, you darken it. Here, for example, and you get this cool effect of like there's line weight, but there's not really. There's just a bunch of little triangles. I actually don't think I added it with Sayori that much. Seems like it's just pretty straightforward. I guess we will see. This one's I did kind of exaggerate it. I should put them a little bit less like that. Have you seen Komi Can't Communicate? I did actually. Sorry, I started watching it. I saw, I think, all of season 1. I love the what's his friend? What's his name? Oh, the one that's the childhood friend that nobody knows the gender of. I think it's a wonderful gimmick. I love it. But I didn't keep up with it. I think, I mean, I cannot give like an exact reason why, but I think it's because they took too long with season 2. Like I watched Komi as Can't Communicate as it was airing. So I think my guess is that they took a little bit too long with airing it. Let's do the face. So I just kind of didn't keep up with it, you know? Sayori, I did the bottom part. Yeah, I did. That's basically it. I can't give a better like excuse. That's my excuse. The writing gets better, the powers get disher and more interesting, the characters get twinkier, and the art gets really good. Part 7 is like top 3 best mangas of all time. I dropped Komi after chapter 300. I know Komi is the love interest, but I was really cheering for the rival interest. Oh yeah, at some point he gets a rival. Well, she gets a rival. And she has to get over the fact that she can't communicate. That's the name of the manga, guys. Yeah. I have to imitate. Man, that's Sayori. I have no idea how I whipped that out. And now that I know that I have to like, you know, kind of like live up to it, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. It's making this one go a lot slower. But I'm just gonna do my best, Kira. And I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. You enjoy how it comes out. How much separation I added? That's like one eye. This one should be around the same. A little bit less than an eye, I think. So it's an eye. Around here. Just like that, just like that. And this guy has kind of like a pained expression. I mean, I guess he's getting his ass beat, right? That's why. Let's keep this separate. Let's put it lashes. Let's add the bottom part of the eyes. He's kind of like squinting, right? Like he's not very happy because he's getting his ass beat. And let me check how big I made the Sayori's eyes. Take this over to here. Oh wait, that's not gonna help. I'm a dummy. I have to draw top eyelash, bottom eyelash. Like this. This way we can check better. So I just scale it up and I check. It has to be a little bit bigger, but it's kind of tricky because, you know, he's like grimacing. I think I'm just gonna make it from here like this. And it's gonna add to the grimace. And we add some eyelashes. Hello, oh hello Levi, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Bienvenido, bienvenido. God, I love JoJo's Fruit. One of these draw in chats. I want to see you draw your own Natsuki if you're up for it. I don't know. It kind of feels weird, right? It's like Natsuki is like my muse. So it feels pretty, what is it, like sacrilegical. Not sacrilege, more like it feels pretty weird to assume that I would be so close to Natsuki as to, you know, like draw myself as her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'll ever draw it myself just because I feel like it's a disrespect to the character if I do it. I obviously don't mind others doing it. I think it's really cute and I love looking at it. But it feels like if I were to do it, then she is my muse, like she would get mad or something. I know probably she wouldn't, but something is it's a little bit silly, right? When you think about it. That I would think like that. Let's do the nose, very small little dot. And the painful grin. I'm pretty sure it's like a painful grin. Like, I look at it and he's smiling, but he's not very happy. Let's go green. It looks a little scary because this part is kind of too long. I'm looking at the reference. Just like that. There you go. And a little bit of the elongated corners. And then we have the teeth separation. Well, that one we can do with just color, so that it doesn't look too harsh. Yeah, he doesn't really have line art. I think I went a little bit too far here. A little bit more squished. And I think I made her a little bit too happy, so it has to be something more like this, right? Like she's grimacing. Like she's smiling, but if you notice the corners of his mouth, this one is kind of going up, but this one is, instead of going up like this in a smile, it goes down because of the pain. I actually have to fix it. It goes down like this. And that's what it gives, that's what gives it its like pained expression. Anime girl eyebrows, really thin. Comparison to the guys. All of what I do here, like, you know, stylizing the fingers and the eyebrows, you know, it's basically just subjective. Because I know that girls can have, you know, thicker eyebrows. I have caterpillar eyebrows. The bushy caterpillar eyebrows. This is more just like shape language, I guess, for when you're drawing anime. And it's not, you know, what you're basically drawing is like the ideal anime girl. Right? It's nothing, it doesn't have to look like a real person. Okay, the other eyebrow's not like that. He's like challenging. Like, oh, are you done? I guess that's what's happening in the fight. I think. Has to be a little bit more forward. How am I checking out if the eyebrow needs to be a little bit more forward or not? I'm basically following here because the character has a big nose. You can see. I'm basically following the eyebrow and the nose. The nose like ridge. Because they connect. If you go right now and you touch your own face, you can see how your eyebrow ridge and your nose connect. So I'm basically checking that in relation to the eye. I'm checking that the nose connects. Actually, the nose should be a little bit more over here. Like that. And that's how you can check if your eyebrow is placed correctly. I'm gonna probably lift it a little bit more. Just so we can really get the challenging part of her face. And now we do the hair. It says... At least I was able to make the stream today because I nearly died from laughter yesterday. Not literally, of course, but I watched the funniest video ever. How would something funny you watch yesterday prevent you from joining stream today? And to answer your question, Kira, just an exaggeration, but the video was funny. What video did you watch? Poppy, we must fuse Kiradoru. Oh, but you're like finishing up your Sona, aren't you? Like, I still don't know what you're gonna look like. I do watch Comic Can Communicate, and it's pretty good. Ah, okay. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure changed me for the better as a person. Oh yeah, I think you told me about it before. I think it's awesome. Just, there's no media like anime, for good and bad, right? There's no, to draw Natsuki here. I always start by the hair banana. There's really, you know, like terrible stuff in anime and stuff, but there's also some really good ones, some really good like feelings, some good like narratives that you just don't get in normal Western media. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm, like I said, maybe I'm too much of an otaku myself, which I am. You know, I don't deny. I'll never deny it. But you know, I've never seen anything like Madoka Magica before in my life. Madoka Magica is my favorite anime of all time. If you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it. But you know, it's like it opens your mind to the Japanese really do know how to like juice out the medium of animation. There's some really beautiful animated movies out there as well, like from other countries. I saw the other day, like, I Lost My Body. The one where you follow the hand and stuff. Oof, qué bonita película. Awesome movie, made me cry. Because obviously. Everything animated makes me cry. What other movie animated that is not necessarily anime? I'm thinking. Oh, Ratatouille is my favorite Pixar movie ever, and I think the message is so cute. It's a message that we still need to hear today. It meant a lot to me as an artist. You know, the message anyone can cook, to me, is anyone can draw, right? And if I like to draw, then I can do it. I can do it too. If anyone can draw, then that means that I can do it too. It's I really liked Ratatouille, and it made me cry. We actually went to a theme dinner the other day for Ratatouille, and we had a lot of fun. My wife and I also invited my sister Adele with my brother-in-law, the Hulk. If they knew that if my sister and his fiance knew that I'm calling them like this on stream, they'd probably kill me. Shh, don't tell them. Be sure to not tell them, Shriplings. Don't rat on me. Let's add a little bit of cool hair action. What other movie that I've seen? I know I've seen a lot of movies, animated movies. I just need to remember. I used to study animation in college. Well, they taught me a bunch of stuff. Animation was one of them. And I had history of animation as well. And my Sona has been done for weeks. Has it? Did you post it anywhere? Like, did you make it official like that? I didn't see it. You should play Baldur's Basics. I am terrible at math. That'll be really scary, but sure, I guess so. Don't rat on me. We should watch that in the shrimp tank sometime. Yeah, I wanna do movie nights at some point in the shrimp tank. I think they'll be really fun. And you know, we can all watch our favorite movies together. Ay. Okay, now time to do the cat ears. I don't know. I still don't know how I want to make Natsuki's cat ears, because for most of the time, what I do is I go like this, right? Like in the official art, they're kind of like cat ears. But I know some people do them really cool, like the cool like Moe 2000s art style, and they do them like this. And I really like how it looks like that as well. You know, I do the triangle cat ears, but they do like ojitos. It's more like dog ears, I guess. And I also really like how it looks. I tried it out in my Cyber Natsuki drawing, the one with the cables, and I really enjoyed it. But I think it looks really funny if the entire drawing is not done in like an anime girl style, like 2000s moe. I think for this one, I'll stick with the dog ears. Oop, I can see the hair. Let's lower it, and let's put the rough sketch even more transparent. There you go. Now I can see. No. Not Control C, not Control C. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I even showed it to you. Yeah, you showed it to me, but I didn't know it was like the final design, you know? I'll check it out. I like to stay on top of people's sonas. I also saw that Arturito, I don't know if he's still on stream, that he also uploaded his own sona to the shrimp tank. And I made a mental note of it, like, oh yeah, I see you. That one drawing I did of Storyteller's first and current sona is one of my favorites that I made. Hey, ah, I'm so happy. I guess, man, I can't pick my favorite drawing that I've ever done. Every time I do a drawing, I try something new. So it's pretty hard for me to say, oh, this is my favorite drawing. I think right now I do have one. The one I did of Natsuki is with the outfit from Lika-chan. That I really liked how I did the shading there and everything. Okay. This, keep going here. Then we make the rest of the dog ear down here. Ay. I think this looks alright. I think I can get behind this. Like the same height? Yeah. This one, not really. Lower it a bit more. Same height now? Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent, shrimplings. I will share it with you in DMs. I swear I've shown you. Thank you, Kira. Thank you. I appreciate it. This feels weird. It's just I'm usually used to drawing them from the middle. Yeah, I think they should be more like this rather than that far back. Like right from the middle of her head. You know, you see what I mean? You become non-attached to your lines if there's something that you don't like and you want to change. Then I can do it more like how I usually do them. Like this. This one has to be a little higher too. All the way to the middle of the head. Around there. Ay. Too much erasing. There you go. This one right around here. Just like that. I think so. It kind of makes no sense if you look at the hair from here, but I like how it looks, so I don't care. I draw what I want. Right? That's the that's the consensus. I draw what I want. There we go. I should draw Natsuki in the VTuber style. Ah! Scary. I think I might need to leave, but it was nice to talk to all of you today. I always learn new things with those streams. Nevertheless, see you soon. Take care. Oh, bye, Jose. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you have a good night today. And I'll see you on Thursday. Don't miss Thursday. Don't miss Thursday. Corazoncito, corazoncito. All right. So that's this part. Hair front. For Natsuki, I like to part her hair because that way I have more control over the pigtails and where they go. This is the back of her hair. The guy's hair doesn't seem like it's moving, so I'll just leave it. Let it hang, I guess. Back hair for Natsuki. And the middle part is gonna be around here, so I'm gonna add this part here. This is gonna be the back hair, and then the pigtails. Now, I usually make Natsuki pigtails like two inverted triangles. This one and then this one. Like this, right? But I've seen some people that, I mean, do it kind of, they started kind of the same, but then they do it more like this. Like a little bit closer to the head. Now, I'm not a big fan of this because I feel like it covers too much here. But I guess it's how it looks in official death. In official art. right? When she's like in this kind of position, it covers like a big part of her hair, like this. And when she's looking a little bit more forward, it's like a little bit more up. So I don't really know how to draw them for this drawing. I kind of want to try... I'm gonna maybe do a little bit of both. I'm gonna draw it like this. Which is like for my inverted triangle that I'm used to. Let's make this part eat into the hair a little bit, but not completely, you know? Just like that. And something I've noticed is that the turn off the pigtail is also like a little bit more drastic. Like here. Sorta, kinda. Right? Like that. Yeah, I think this looks cool. I think it looks badass. I think it looks badass. I think we keep it. It's kind of like both styles together, but instead of it being like so far away like mine, it's a little bit more close to the head. Right here. And it ends right here. I used to hate line art, but I've come around to it in recent months because I got a really cool lining brush. Oh, I have to go, guys. It was nice being in the stream. All of you are a second family to me. Aw, thank you so much, Raya. Thank you so much for joining the stream today. I will see you on Thursday. Bye-bye. I'm happy that we can be your family. Hi, I came back again from the work. Oh, hello, buddy. Welcome. Welcome back. Congratulations on finishing your work. Woo! Yeah, I usually don't... since I like the anime production style, like, I don't... Like this, right? With the clean lines and stuff. I don't use very fancy brushes for line art. I think it shows in a lot of my art. So I have trouble sometimes of, well, I always have. I really dislike doing line art. I don't think there's anything worse in the world for me when it comes to drawing and stuff. I really don't like doing line art. But I also don't really like to do the overly painterly render styles, right? Like I said, I like clean lines, clean colors, you know, a very visible silhouette. Which is kind of a problem because not a lot of people are into the kind of art that I like and that I make. But, you know, we ball. We're chilling. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I'm gonna draw whatever I want. And people are gonna have to be okay with it. Can I make them a little bigger, maybe? No, I think this is the... Yeah, this is the normal size. Which is, like, around to the eye. Well, maybe a little bit bigger. Just a little. Around here. There. And it gives me an excuse to finish... Well, it gives me enough space to finish the back of the pigtail here. I just have to erase a little bit here. Okay, I'll cut it out a little bit. Like this. I'll make this a little bit larger. Just so that it can contrast with the other one. There you go. There we go. Oh shit, I left this line here. There you go. I love rough and gritty brushes. Texture brushes are really, really nice when you have a project to use them on. I really like watercolor brushes as well. Just a different feeling. It's like, I guess it just feels like new, right? Because you're not usually used, well, as a person, right? You're not usually used to... let's make all of the hair a little bigger. There, more fluffy. You're not used to drawing like that in real life, right? With like the tools and stuff that needy brushes kind of require, or they ask of. I don't mean texture brushes. I mean rough and gritty lining brushes. Yeah. I mean, they have texture, you know? Like these ones, right? Like that. That's texture. It's a texture with a mask on it. Whew. And there's also another one that I have that's really cool. It's this one. Like classic cartoonist. Like that. And it kind of like imitates the bleeding from the ink. But I always find myself coming to the normal one. I made this one. I call it my anime brush. And it just means that it won't go as thin as, you know, it would usually go with a normal round brush. It goes up to 35% of the total line size. And that's how I can make the how I can make it be a little bit cleaner. Let's hide these parts of the body that are behind the hair here. And here too, basically all of the head. And this part here. There we go. Yeah, that looks alright. Oh, I have to erase this part. Oopsies. And now we can add the irises. How exciting, the irises. Yay! Irises. You know what I noticed? Her head is a little bit white, right? But I guess so is Sayori's, so kind of doesn't matter, right? Oh, yeah, anime brush. There you go. Let's remove a little bit of cheek. There we go. I guess Sayori's head also looks wide, right? Something anime girls. So I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Let's add her irises. Yeah, this looks about right. This one has to be a little bit more parallel, I think. The eye, like this. Oops. Like that. I think I made Sayori's a bit larger, so let's just make Natsuki's a bit larger as well. Like this. You can see the bottom of this one like this. Yeah, it's touching the bottom. So there we go. It's a little bit more... like this. Just like that. That it looks like she's looking forward. Natsuki looks so smug here. Even though it's supposed to be, well, when we add the scruffs, I guess it's gonna get a little better, right? All right, so that's the lines. Oh, that's part of my reference for the face. Oh, and the lashes one. I think I can make the eyes a little bigger. I think I can get away with it. Like that. Yeah. And that looks a little bit more like how Sayori looks like. With really, really big eyes. And I think I'm gonna bring the nose a little bit more up. Like that. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Tuki. Bueno, I know what it is. It's the lines. It's the line art. I know who it is. I know who it is. I also add the ribbons and stuff at the end. But you guys will see. You guys will see. We have 30 minutes so that we can finish this at the same time as Sayori. Easy peasy. Let's do this. For Yuri. Oh. Let's draw the monster guy. With all of the lines of the funny little face. Wait, why am I using a 15 round brush? Should be way less. Should be 5. Wow. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is 5. It is 5. Pretty delicate look here, but that's okay. I'm just carving out the pieces from the rough sketch that we did. We just spent a lot of time talking about about food and snacks. I'm sorry, Kira, but you will see your drawing done. Thank you so much for participating again in the Kuri contest. It was pretty rushed, but I was very happy to see that, you know, you and Atta could actually whip out something. It was really important to me, so thank you. The chin with its funny little shape, like a Joker chin. And the mouth. Well, this is the edge of like the lips, I guess. Like this. To be fair, as the Kuri event was rushed, my art was also rushed. Nah, I appreciate it. You know that the whole point of the Kuri, you know, the whole point of a Kuri is that it doesn't it doesn't look the best. Is that it looks a little botched. I think you and Atta drew theirs really, really like clean for them to be goodies. Oh my god, this is the lo-fi wine that is like just... Let's put some funk disco. That's too much. Rock, K-pop, cumbias. I'm gonna put on some cumbias. Why not? Let's do some cumbias today. I'm in a cumbia mood. I started my art at the beginning of your birthday stream. Jesus. It was luck then that I didn't immediately go straight into like the contest, the part of the contest. You had enough time to whip it out. My lines are super wobbly from me refusing to rotate the canvas. The middle line of the teeth. I feel like I know the song, but I can't place it. Okay, come on. Come on, straight line. Okay, I'm gonna rotate my canvas then. There we go. Oh, right, and the lip. Can't forget the lip. And the pecs. Really big pecs. And the entire part of the monster is like... It has like this weird action lines. It looks like it has like... I think it's like super powerful arms, I'm guessing. But I'm gonna add that effect with like... just painting instead of lines. And I guess since you want it to be Judy, I'm gonna add... like at least the hair flaps for her. A little bit of movement, you know. I want to do so that there's movement, but you know, not enough to invade too much of the Natsuki or to stay too behind. I guess like this is fine. Like this. Erase this part. And we cut up this little part here. This one also. We kind of have to cut up. It's like asking for it. And it all has to be behind Natsuki. And I'm gonna add the hair clip right here. Bigger than normal so that it can be visible. The hair tendrils done. And I guess I could add like this part of her hair. The funny little like downward little like bangs. Just like that. So that it's pretty clear that it's Yuri. Let's see if I can like edit this tendril a little bit more. Edit, transform, and warp. Nah, I kind of like how it looks like this. Yeah, I guess like this. That way it's pretty clear That is Mrs. Yuri. Oh, Yuri has like fangs, right? As well. So let's just like the upper fangs. So let's just make this like fanged. These two canines. Let's make them fanged. Alright, Natsuki has her fang. I almost forgot about that. If it wasn't for Yuri, I would have almost forgotten. Yuri hair. There you go. Oh, that's really cute. That is really, really cute. I'm a sucker for the fang. I'm a sucker for the fang, guys. It's just too cute. Okay, there we go. And now we have to color it. Let's put in the rough colors. How I did it with Sayori. I think I just did it. Let's just hide Yuri for a little bit. Oh, the lashes. Let's go up here. Hide Yuri. And then I'm just gonna grab like a color for the base. Like this. And let's see if it works, because I saw this on some like Japanese stuff. A Japanese website. Okay, yeah, it does work, but I did leave a lot of gaps on the hair and stuff. That. Let's find more gaps, more gaps. Here, there's a gap. Here. More gaps, more gaps. No gaps here. Nice. Small gap here. Maybe small gap. No gap. Small gap. Big gap. Smallish gap. Gap, gap. Top, 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 top. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Tiny gap. And then like this. And now in theory, oh my god. Tolerance 0. There's still a gap somewhere. Now these are all the memes where people say, oh my god, I can't find my gap. What the fuck? Where's... Ah, I see it. Aha. Ah, there's still one around here. This one. Okay. Finally. So you just select the outside part. And you just delete it. Ah, bueno. Let's go select, modify, expand to 1. Delete it, and there it is. That's your base mask for your base colors. Yeah, this was totally faster than what I usually do, which is, you know, try to trace everything. Modify, expand. Try to trace everything with the lasso tool. This one was way faster. This is the base then. And now we can turn on Yuri. And we can also do her base. Well, it's just Yuri's kind of like all the same color, right? This guy is all just like purple. So I guess it kind of doesn't matter. Base Natsuki, and then for Yuri, I'm just gonna add up the purple color. It looks like it's something like this. Eesh. Little bit less saturation. Yeah, like that. And now let's do the colors for Natsuki. Yuri is Rita, big brain. Kira told me to make the monster Yuri. because it's like purple, I guess. You know what? Actually, the background should be like the darkest color of the purple. Something like this. Let's see if I got it right. I did. It's basically the same color. Look at that. Awesome. And I didn't even like eye drop that. Woohoo! Because all of the glow comes from the funny little ball of energy. Oh, it has like worms around it. I think they're worms. I'm pretty sure they're not worms, but it looks like worms. So we have the iris and we have her face. Let's do her hair. I'm gonna do like the evil Natsuki that I drew. I'm gonna do like normal base colors first. Oh, look at that. I forgot this part. Select, modify, expand. I'm gonna do like the base colors without changing anything. And then I'm gonna add some like adjustment layers so that it matches the vibe of the purple. Wow, I really have to clean up the the edges of this, huh? Because this is not a very pretty look on the edges there with the dark background. I guess this method for laying down base colors, if you have a light background, is fine. But if you have a dark background, you're gonna have to clean it up. Doing the edges. Hey, that's very good. Thank you, Alex. I love her expression. Looks so badass. It looks badass, but also, you know, once we add all of the scuffles, it's gonna look a little bit more pained. Because, I don't know, in my opinion, the guy in the reference picture, the guy in the image, he does not look that badass. He looks tired. Like, he's about to give up, but he still wants to keep fighting. Which I guess it's badass in its own way, right? Who am I to say that that's not badass? To keep fighting, despite you being the one that's losing. So, we're just coloring the hair. For the longest time, I used to color Natsuki's hair in, like a more pink instead of like a red pink. And I don't know why. Oh, no, I need those. If not, I can't see anything. In my brain, it was just like, oh, she has pink hair, so it's gotta look pretty pink. You know, like actual pink. But no, it's more of a... It is a pink, but it's a pink that comes from red, not from the purples. So it really messed me up to learn that I've been coloring Natsuki weird. And now that I'm using this kind of color that comes from a little bit more into the reds, I'm like, okay, yeah, this looks way more like Natsuki. Let's just clean the edges of this. There's always gonna be ugly edges when you have like a lot of like spikes on the hair, sadly. Not a lot we can do about that. So you just gotta do our best to clean it up. Especially because, like I said, you know, we have the dark background, so it shows up way more. Like that. Da, 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 da. We don't want that. We don't want that. Nope. There you go. Kind of better. I guess when we add all the blending modes and stuff, it's gonna look even cooler. So we'll just have to see. That's the hair. All right, the eyebrows. I always forget the eyebrows. One eyebrow, that's another eyebrow. And we hide the eyebrows that are underneath the hair. Well, part of the eyebrow. So that it doesn't distract too much. It's a shame that she has her hair like this, her banana so big. Now we have her white clothes. Not gonna make them all white, I'm gonna make them off-white with some purple. Oh, another part that should be transparent. Right here. Oop. Just real quick. Here. All around the finger. Well, the thumb. I know how to see. That way I can just go with my lasso tool. Go all around it. And here it doesn't matter. Grabbing the edge so that it doesn't fight skin. Getting out of this, and then at the end. Just like that. Wow, that's pretty white. Dissing a friend of mine for being short. Yeah, that's what they get for being born short. Even though we're the same height. Boo, that's cheating. That's cheating. What do you mean? What do you mean you're the same height? And you're bullying them for being quote-unquote short. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. I think her skin is a little bit lighter. Yeah. Let's do the eyes white. Gonna paint them orange at first so I can see them. And we color all of it inside. Why do I even cover the part of the iris? I don't know. I'm a little bit paranoid like that. We do mouth. And we paint all of this white. And then we do another one, clipping mask inside of mouth. And we add the teeth. Oh, it's just shadow on this side. Like this. I guess it makes sense. It's like this. Let's make this a little larger. Yeah, so that it looks good. There we go. I think for the inside, it's a little bit more like this. There she is with the paint expression. For the clothes, let's add the buttons. They appear to be yellowish. Good work with her outfit. Thank you, Alex. When you have a reference, it's easier to make things, you know, like how they should be. Let's add the blood part. I have a red color that I really like, so I'm gonna use that one. It's like bleeding into other parts of the outfit. So it's going like this all the way towards around here. Then it makes... Let's go with a little larger brush. It makes like a thing here. It kind of looks like a little person. Oh, I should go above the button. Oh yeah, okay, I've seen it. I see it. I may have done my injury a little bit too low, but it's okay, we ball. It's proportion differences that threw me off between Natsuki, you know, and this guy, because I made her shoulder a bit smaller. It's here. And then let's do the funny little guy. And we just go and kind of erase a few parts of it, and we round them out. Just like that. And there is a little bit of bleed here. Like this. There doesn't seem to be another like stray thingy of blood. There we go. Wait, how'd you do that lasso bucket thing a while ago? Oh, I see. It's in Photoshop. You can bucket fill things that you have selected with Alt and Backspace. I'm pretty sure it also works on Clip Studio. So you just kind of like trace over the shape that you want, and then Alt Backspace, and it fills it up. I actually think in Clip Studio there's a thing where you don't have to do the keystroke. It's just like a lasso bucket tool. I don't know what program you use, Cyber, for me to tell you how to do it. What other colors are we missing? That's pretty much it. We can start rendering. Her eyes should be lighter. Around the color of her hair. But her eyes, funny enough, for Natsuki, are towards the purples. Which I think it's cute because it's kind of like... Oh, pupil. It's kind of like the same as Yuri. Like they complement each other. So we're gonna draw our pupil. How big did I make Sayori's pupils? Yeah, not that big, so around that size. Let's lift this up a little bit more. We do the edges. Oh, bueno. In another layer, I'll go with darkest. I do the edges of the eye. Then I do a little bit up here. Like this. For some contrast. Watching the coloring process is great for me. That's the part where I get stuck. And it's nice to see how you get to the final result. It inspires me a lot. Oh, thank you so much, Alex. I like explaining it. We also have some streams on Saturdays where we do Art Tips Corner. If you're in the Shrimp Tank Discord, you can upload your art. And we go on different art tips, you know, that I have for drawings, you know, that you may not be satisfied with. We actually have a couple of streams like that already up in the channel. If you're curious about the kind of like advice that we learned, so you can check it out. Hi Shrimp. Oh, hello Resortito, welcome. welcome to the stream. I already went to how I render my eyes in the last stream, but if you guys want, I'm gonna go at it again. It's the pupil with the darkest color of your eye, and then you do another section with the darkest color of your eye, and you kind of outline the outside of it. And you add a little bit of a shadow on top. Then I go in and I look for a medium color, and I just call it dark, which is basically this. You lower the shade, the hue, and then you shift the hue a little bit more towards the purples. And you put it in a way that is just above the pupil, like this. And then you fill all of that part up. Like so. Then I go with a light color. I grab from this. And I do like a little ball thing. With these funny little ears. Like this. Then I go another lighter. I like to grab blue nowadays, and I make like a light blob here, and I just lower the opacity to overlay, like that, and it kind of brings a little bit of glow to the eye. And then I go back to the pupil, and I add a little bit of a middle shine at the bottom here to bring a little bit of life into the really dark pupils, just like that. Then I also like to add transition colors between our parts of the eye. So between this one and this one, I'm gonna find a color that is lighter than the one that we have right now, but it's darker than the one that's going to transition. So it's lighter than this one, but it's darker than this one. And I add it on the edges. The idea is that it's not too noticeable, but when you zoom out, it makes it look a little bit more alive. Maybe I'm just insane and crazy. Maybe it's just such an inconsequential detail, right? But I like to think that it does something, you know? Like here, for example, like this. Just like that. And you know, like I said, it looks like it doesn't really do much. I can confirm, you're insane and crazy. Manual gradient. Yeah, it's kind of like a gradient, but you make it more obvious. And I named this transition, like the transition effect between colors. And you know, this is without it, and this is with it. Without it, and with it. You see, it kind of adds a little bit of something. A little bit of something. I don't know. The darker color above the eye adds a lot to her expression. Oh yeah, it's something that I noticed. I think when we're drawing something like anime, we just end up with the idea that, you know, the eye is like this, right? And you have your eye, and it's darker, and then lighter at the bottom, right? With the pupil and stuff. Like, and that's how it should be all the time. And it's like, you don't know how dark you actually have to be in anime illustration for it to actually make a big impact. After this, I add a hard light layer with just a pink color. I don't really use color palettes in my drawings. I just choose all the colors as I go. And with a soft brush, you kind of add it to the bottom and you set it to hard light. Ooh, you see that? You see that? Ooh, it adds the cool anime glow. I think I actually went too high with that one. It should stay just below here. Like around here. Without it, with it. Without it, with it. Without it, with it. You know? Like I said, it looks like it doesn't add much. But there is a difference. There is a difference. Hostia, Alexander Verde. Mr. Alexander Verde in the chat. And finally, like this is pretty much it. And at the end, we just add the shines. We went through the types of shines on the other stream as well, right? For characters, for example, that are a little bit more cunning, you can just add like a line. Just like this. Or you can add a little ball, right? A very small shine. Or you can go the full shoujo route, like Sakura Card Captor, and add a really big shine. The one that I personally like is like two little balls. Two clumpies like this. I don't know why I like it. I just do. I think they look fun. And then we just add one on this side. How many eye shines did I add on Sayori? Let me check real quick. I just added one extra. Okay. So for Natsuki, it's gonna be the same. And she's gonna have them on the opposite side. And this is not it, because you see this and you go, okay, yeah, that's nice, that's fine, I can see it. And then you grab your darkest color again, hear me out, and you go behind it. You draw behind your shine like this. And it really, really, really makes it pop. It makes it pop like nothing else in the world. I keep forgetting the Sayori one. Where's her shirt? I don't know. I mean, the reference of the guy that I had did not have any shirt. So, you know, I thought, let's make things fair. She does not have a shirt. She just doesn't. That's just how it is. She just doesn't have a shirt. And that's it for the eyes. Oh, right. And you can add a little bit of a colored thingy just to add a little bit more variation to the eye color. In Sayori's case, I made it yellow. And in Natsuki's case, I made it blue. I usually like it for it to be like an analog color. But the most popular color of the shines is blue or neon pink. Like this. Oh. But you know, Natsuki's eyes are pink, so it doesn't matter. Or yellow. Those are the ones that I've seen. Like this. You've probably seen it in some of your favorite artwork as well. They add a little bit of a colored shine. But I want it to be purple, like cyan, for this one. More music. K-pop, sure, why not? I hope it doesn't have lyrics. And just like that. Those are the eyes. And that's pretty much it. Iris. And it really, you know, this way that I found is the one that I like the most. You can still see the eyes have an impact from the, like, far away. And they don't have, like, crazy detail that should matter, right? This is our Sayori one with the same technique. Even right now when she's like, 4 pesos de pixeles. $2 of pixels. You know, you can see all of the different parts and how they play along. And it's the same here with Natsuki. So I made her have a gradient and one shadow only. And we're gonna stick, since it's an anime, to the bottom parts. You notice that? You just do one shadow along the bottom. Shift the color. There we go. Put the float to 14. I'm just choosing the shadows where the clumps would like get together. Here, for example. Here. And all the way here as well. Really, you know, not overthinking it or anything. The more you think about how you're gonna shade the hair, the more stiff and lifeless it looks. So you just literally just put random stuff, go. Well, with a little bit of thought. and you can get it, you can do it. And that way it's not gonna look like super detailed to the point where it's like hurtful to look at. Because that's what happens a lot, I see, with people who don't really know how to shade hair. They add so much detail that at some point you look at it and you go, wow, it's like... I don't know, it's like too much detail and it detracts too much from the drawing. You know what I mean? Have you guys ever seen something like that? I'm gonna use my blur tool. Well, my blend tool on the edges here. A little bit here as well. On the soft parts. Art like this deserve 8 billion likes. Aw, you're very sweet, Cyber. Thank you. I do my best. And I've learned, you know, to not care too much about the likes or the algorithm. I know what I have to draw to get a bunch of likes. And I am not a big fan of not safe for work. You get me? Like, I know exactly the type of art that will give me like a bunch of likes and stuff, but I don't really want to. So I'm just happy drawing whatever I like. I think everyone should do it. You know, I mean, if you want the popularity or you need it, because there's people who, this is not my job, right? This is my hobby that sometimes I monetize, right? Like right now, streaming. Well, I'm not earning anything because we're still under 500 subs. Subscribe. So we can grow the shrimp tank, and also I can add some cool like members emojis and stuff. We can do some cool member-only events. But yeah, like if you need this to survive, this is your main livelihood, your art and things like that, or you want it to be, then yeah, you should, you know, hustle. You should do whatever you can. Get to any sort of like limit, right? To be able to get that dough, that money. And I don't, how is it? What's the saying? Don't spit in people's Cheerios or something like that. Don't piss in their Cheerios, I think. You know, I don't judge people for it. It's funny because I can tell exactly when somebody, you know, decides to do it for the fame. They decide to go and... Because they notice that Not Safe for Work art gets a lot more likes. So they start to draw more Not Safe for Work. It's pretty obvious when an artist decides to do it because of that. And not because they necessarily like Not Safe for Work. But you know, I respect the hustle. And like I said, if you have the stomach for it and you like it, then why not? Just get that money. The same way as, you know, how the furry community has really like big bucks of people that are willing to pay for art, for furry art of their persona and things like that. And even furry Not Safe for Work art as well. Right? Like, if you're gonna pivot, sure, do it. Just make sure that you enjoy why you're doing it, right? That you enjoy spending 8 hours a day thinking about it and studying and getting better at it. Because that's the side of the hustle that a lot of people don't get to see, right? It's not just, okay, I draw this now and that's it. You have to get better at it. You have to start consuming artists that do it, right? So that you can learn some more. You can remain updated on the trends on how to do certain renders and things like that. You know, if you're going the full hustle route, you need to do the full hustle route. Not just, oh yeah, I can draw it and that's it. No, you have to show the people that are gonna commission you that you're serious and you're not just doing this for, you know, the money that they might give you. And it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. I couldn't do it. I tried it when I was a younger shrimpling in college. I couldn't do it. So much. I need shrimp emojis. So much of the money I get is from hustle freak art. Yeah, that's where the money is. That's where the popularity is. It's the reason why marketing campaigns also have some weird like sexual undertones and everything. It's just, it sells. And you know, I'm telling this with little shrimps in the audience. Little shrimps, I'm hoping that are at least 14 years old. It's nothing new, right? Like, even Calvin Klein, like the most normal things, like ads for jeans and stuff, are like super sexualized already. So, you know, if you have, like, again, like I said, if you have no problem with doing it, then why should anyone care? Just get that money, get that bag. I tried it and it didn't work because I don't like it. I don't like thinking about it. I don't have having to study it. I don't like having to follow artists that draw it, you know, and I don't know. I just don't. But there's people that do and they can do it and they see it as a job, so, and there's people who generally like it. You know, I guess once you're over 18, you should consider it. And once you're over 18, you know, it's like I emphasize this because a lot of little shrimplings in the art community think that the reason why, you know, people gatekeep them from R18 art is because they're minors, right? Obviously. But it's because, like, there's the idea that we adult shrimps think that they're like dumb and stupid, right? But that's not the reason. The reason why you shouldn't be doing not safe for work art when you're a kid is because you're gonna get approached by adults who are pretty weird. You know, I know friends who are in the hustle. I've seen the kind of clients that they get. You know, it's not just, you know, like people. Your client, most of the time, your client is not gonna be like, "Oh, hello, artist. Can I please get a commission that's a little spicy? Ha 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 ha. You know, with this pose and these characters. Oh, thank you so much." No way. The people that commission not safe for work art oftentimes will want you to kind of talk to them about it, you know, to engage them in it, to talk a little bit with them, to ask you if you've ever drawn something similar. You know, that's the reason why if you're under 18, you should not be doing not safe for work art, because you weren't they supposed to be ordered like that? You would think. You know, but that's the reason why, because the people that are going to approach you and that are going to commission you, you know, of course there's people like that. I'm not saying that you're never gonna get someone who commissions you and are polite and you know, take their distance and stuff, but most of the time you're gonna find some really, really weird individuals. And everyone who's ever done a not safe for work commission in this chat, or, you know, ask your friends if you have any friends that are also part of the hustle and stuff, like any adult friends, ask them and they will tell you, yep, that's for real, that happens. You know, the people that are commissioning this stuff approach you already sexually charged, not necessarily because they like you sexually, but because, you know, it's part of the nature of commissioning art like this is to get that sexual connection with a character that they like or something like that, you know? That's why you should remain very cautious, even as an adult, of the kind of people that commission you. I've already had a really bad experience. I have it on my Twitter. You know, I'm not one to talk about drama or anything, but I had a really bad experience of someone who approached me wanting me to do some body horror commissions, right? And he said, the person said that it was because, you know, they really like body horror, and I'm a big fan of horror, as you guys know, right? And we got to talk about it and the body deformations and stuff. And then very sourly afterwards, you know, he wanted to commission me for some art like that, and he finally confessed that it was a fetish for him, that talking to me about it was you know, part of it and stuff. And I felt pretty gross, and I felt pretty violated, right? Because I don't do not safe for work art. And, you know, I blocked him and I warned the community about it, because turns out I was not the first artist that they've done this to, you know. But yeah, that's the reason why. that's the reason why, Shrimplings. I had never thought about that before. Yeah. Can confirm, I've had too many uncomfortable interactions when I was doing not safe for work comms. It's a good hustle, but there's a lot of potential for really unpleasant stuff. I just feel like a lot of the people who commission not safe for work artists assume that not safe for work artists are like omega sexual deviants as well. Yeah. And it's like, not really. I'm just shockingly normal. Yeah, you know, you're just trying to get your drawing done. You're trying to make your client happy, you know? But yeah, that's basically it. Because I understand, you know, and I hope this is probably gonna be like part of my my cancellation eventually, right? I remember being a little shrimpling before. I know how it felt wanting to be on that adult side of things, right? I know how it felt feeling shunned out and you know, being curious about it as well, and wanting to learn more about it, right? But the internet with people that are way older than you is not a good spot for that. It's not gonna be the best spot for that. You really shouldn't be doing it, my little shrimpling. You should be taking care of yourself, right? If you're on the internet, you're also, you know, not 10 years old anymore. You can do more things. You understand certain things, right? But protect yourself. because like I said, you never know the kind of person that's gonna commission you and that's gonna want you to interact with them a certain way. And it's like, maybe you can put up with it, but or you think that it's not that bad, but it can get to you eventually, because like I said, there's some really nefarious types that are just looking to take advantage of you. So, you know, be careful. If you ever decide to go to that side of the hustle, be prepared that you're gonna find some really unsavory types. And, you know, decide if you're gonna put up with it or if you're not, right? Decide your boundaries and, you know, before anything bad happens, before you get taken advantage of. You know, sometimes, like I said, it's not always that you're gonna find weirdos, but most of the time, you know, they want to at least comment with you. Or you know, they say, oh, can you change this like this because it turns me on more, or things like that. And it can get uncomfortable if you're not into talking to strangers like that. So it's not just, you know, doing the not safe for work hustle. It's not just, it's not just saying, yeah, I will do the work. It's putting up with dealing with the clientele. And I say this very lovingly because, you know, I've had some not full not safe for work commissions, but, you know, some etchy ones. And, you know, the people really paid me handsomely, and it was, I learned a lot about rendering skin, so that was cool. Right? I can't talk bad about people who commission not safe for work art. But, you know, it does open the door to people who are really weird about it. And it's people that you don't really want to interact with. Or, you know, like I said, decide if that's gonna be something that you put up with. And then decide your boundaries and when to tell a client to, like, you know, get off, things like that. To knock it off, or to talk to you a different way, because you can do that. You know, just because they're paying you doesn't mean that you have to put up with everything that they say ever. But yeah, that's basically my advice for you, shrimplings. If you're gonna get into the not safe for work hustle, wait until you're more than 18 years old. I would say wait until you're a little bit experienced in that kind of world. And I'm not saying it so that you start now. No. Just so that you're prepared for the kind of people that you're gonna be finding. Shadow. Yeah. You're gonna be having to interact with. It's a little shocking that, to me, you know, that people don't really notice or don't think about it, don't give it second thought, like that. Oh yeah, you know, like eyes white, like, you know, oh right, of course the people that are gonna be commissioning me are sexually charged, right? Or they want something that's sexually gratifying to them. Why are they talking to me this way? It's because of that. the little sweat drop. You've had some experiences, like some commissions like that, right, Kira? Like, how have they been? Have you been able to set boundaries, and have people been able to you know, to respect you? Also, I just noticed that I'm doing the shadows manually for this one instead of the last one in Sayori that we just color graded them. Oopsies. Old habits, I guess. That's why it's taking me so long. Well, I guess for everything else we can do it. Nah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm already doing it by hand, so. Dude, I've gone about a lot of this wrong. I've drawn a lot of whack stuff, but the bands are better than the mental load, and the clients have been fairly respectful. Oh, I'm very happy. I'm very glad. You know? It's, be careful. Like I said, even when you're an adult and stuff, you have to make sure that your boundaries, you know, are being respected, and that your client is being respectful and not weird or unsavory at all. And it can happen even with clients that, you know, do safer work stuff as well. So, this is not a diss on people who commission not safer work stuff. This is like a, hey, keep an eye out, you know? make sure that you're doing this and you're enjoying yourself and you're, you know, getting that money, getting that bag. Admittedly, I started way too early because I really like money. Oh man. Well, I'm happy you didn't have any bad experiences, you know. But it's like like I said, it's always better to err on the side of caution. It's the way I see it. You can never be too careful. Yeah, okay. The light is coming from this side of his face. I guess I have to add some like dramatic light to Natsuki, huh? Let's do it. Because I don't shy away from challenge. Gotta be a little bit fairly, you know, like stylized. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna add that one. Just because, you know, not very anime girl cute. But I will add this one here. And I'll add this one here. Like this. And for the finger as well. It's more shadow than anything, so I'm just gonna shade everything and I'll erase the light instead. I wonder why the light, I mean, I guess the light is that hard that it goes all the way down. And it also lights this part here of the finger. But yeah, like I said, I don't really recommend it because of that. I wouldn't recommend it to just anyone. I guess, but it's also one of those things that you have to try for yourself because it's really, it's way easier to say, oh yeah, I can do it, you know, right? No problem, sure, why not? And then, you know, comes the time and your client is asking you to change this, to make this hotter for themselves, and you're like super uncomfortable and you're like, ah, you're losing your mind, you know? I'm gonna add a little bit of blush. Because I like blush. And it's cute. A little bit to the fingies. This, and then I'm gonna mix it here on the edges. And I guess I'm gonna erase it a little bit, I think. Yeah, like that. And multiply maybe? Yeah, that looks good. Wow, it's still too much. There we go. Lower it a little. There. So it can kind of look like Sayori as well. I did add like blush lines on Sayori, right? I think so. Let's add that now. Because I feel like it gives the character life. And I love watching them. There we go, there we go. Maybe one day I'll talk about, you know, if we can get like a guarantee that only adults will join. I can talk about my not safe for work adventures when I was a little younger in college. There aren't a lot because, like I said, I don't think I'm made for it. Okay, all we're missing now is the hardest part of the shadow, I think. All right. So let's begin by adding a purple multiply layer. Already 8. Oh my god. I put it on multiply. And a multiply. What color? Linear burn? No. Darker color. Lighten. Color dodge. I think hard lights looks like the most of what we want. Make it... Okay, not that saturated. Yeah, that's pretty much the color that we're looking for. Sorta, kinda. I'm looking that all of the shadow that he has is like completely colored as well. So maybe I should actually go back to the shadows that I've done and change them to this color instead. No, because that's not what I want. There it should be in multiply, but nah. I'm not sure. Because we have some really cool shadows, but yeah, they're purple. I don't know why I did all the shadows different. Shadows. Let's just take them. Oh, well, no, let's just make them purple. Let's put them on multiply and make them purple, like this. Oh no, this is the same color that we had, yeah. Purple, and then we just lower the opacity a little. Looks really weird, and it's probably gonna look really weird at first. Just notice that it's with the middle finger. Yeah, Kira, Kira wanted that change. Now you know what? I am doing the adjustment layers. I'm doing the adjustment layers. I can do it. I can do it. I'm gonna add a hue saturation. I'm gonna shift the hue for it to be purple. For the shadows to be, just like this. Then for this one, we can start erasing. Yeah. Purple, purple. Yeah, okay. This. This works. Big brain, Kira. You're the second person that has said that. That said, whoa, what a cool idea. Right. Wrong drawing. And instead of erasing it, I'm gonna add an overlay layer for the light, and it's gonna be pinkish, like so. I'm just gonna do the light how I see it. It's kind of like all throughout here. So this one should also have some light. Then here. It's easier to draw from light than to draw from shadow, eh? That's like fact. Absolute fact. Factos. Like. Then this one has to be erased as well. Oh, well, we have to add this one here. Then from here. Then all of this part. And then all of the... in here is mostly light, actually. All of this part. And the dark parts are like super dark, like around here. have that one there, and also here, the back. This. And we have to make sure that we make them really, really dark in a little bit. With some extra, like some extra shadow. Okay, and time to carve out the light. This one, yeah, all of this also has light. Okay, time to carve out the shadows, I mean. Here. Here. This one's a little bit more complicated because of the lighting. It just has really dramatic light. Dark. All of this is dark as well. And we can also make with our hue saturation, make it even darker. No, yeah, it has to be art light, maybe a bit, but let's make it a little bit lighter. Oh, but that's too much. It does look cool, but that's too much for everything. I guess overlay worked, yeah. I need to find a way to make this like stronger without killing all of what we've done. We have this here. Okay, and we keep carving out all of the shadows. Since we made all of this is dark. Since we made the elbow the shoulder a little bit smaller. Here. We also have this here. We have up the button that does this, and also this here. Here. I should probably go to eat, guys, because I haven't eaten. I always eat after the stream. I think it pains me, but I think I'm gonna have to continue this one off screen. Shrimp, you need to eat. I need to eat. I know. I'll eat. But we have one here that I didn't draw with lines here. This one. Shrimp, you need to eat, and that's coming from me. I know. I'll do it. Just let me check the light real quick here. Oy. Oh. Okay, this one is not really there. It would be on this side, but we're not gonna see that. Yeah, I think I like how this looks like this. And now, how do we make it? Maybe adjustments and then levels. And we make the light part super light and the dark part super dark. Oh yeah, okay. I found it. But it still gives a tint, like all of the colors kind of went messed up. I think it's because of the hue saturation part. This one's still on hard light. If I put it on multiply, it doesn't really look purplish, but it does look a little bit more purple. Maybe I should just do it more... Oh, current layer. I should just do it more saturated. Oh, but dark. Saturated. I feel like we still need to carve out this part of it. Like that? Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be like that. Oh, well then. Looks like I'm about to head out. It was pretty fun. Bye, everyone, and Anna the Big Shrimp Queen. Stay brave and stay shrimp. Thank you so much, Abe. See you soon. Man, okay, how are we gonna solve this? I think, yeah, we just have to... We just have to go select inverse and add a layer here. Like this. And then, oh yeah, we add this, an overlay, and we just kind of tweak it. Overlay or hard light? Soft light. Soft light, I think kind of works, but it doesn't look very pink. So it has to be hard light, and this one has to be pinker. Pinker but darker. Yeah, there we go, right? This seems like how it looks like. Sorta, kinda. I do have to fix that part on the hair though. This part right here. I did it without thinking. Without carving it out first. Wow. I'm gonna put it in a way that I can see it. Darker color? No. Put it on multiply. Oh man, why is this so hard? My little brain. Okay, I know. I'm just gonna carve it out from here. Yeah. We're doing it. We're making this happen. This is happening. This is happening. Ah, but I know that if I start now, I'm not gonna stop. Ah, shrimplings. Ain't that the dilemma? When you're like so into a drawing, you want to keep going, but you know that you shouldn't. Because you have other things to do, like eating. How tragic, isn't it? It's like 8 or 9 p.m. for you. It's 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. And I have to, in theory, I have to eat dinner. Oh, I have an idea. I'll just go to the hair shadow and click on it. Then just like this here. But I really don't like how it looks like this. Like all dark. That, like all of them shouldn't be this dark. You know what I mean? Maybe it's gonna look better when, you know, I add... Or when I go really ham with all of the lights in the background. Maybe it's gonna make more sense. I need to trust the process. Yeah, who needs to eat? Not crustaceans. Yeah, no, you know, in the sea, I just have to open my mouth and krill comes inside. It goes like, ah. That's just how it works. I barely have to move. Shrimp should eat food before shrimp becomes food. Ah. I guess I should. Ah, my shrimplings. You're already so grown. You're already telling me what I should be doing. I'll get you, Poppy. No, don't get me. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that you'll get me? It's just I wanted to add some of the dark shadows since she has different hair than him. I wanted them to look different. Rats are a shrimp's natural predator. What? I guess rats do know how to swim. Right? You need your daily intake of Google plankton. I eat plankton? I had no idea. Look at that. The more you know. We can do some cool things. Yeah, this is what I wanted. To like control the shadow a bit so that it's not, you know, all of the shadows in dark all the time. Just certain select ones. Just like this. I think it looks good. I think I like it like this. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. I eat plankton. Poppy LARPing being a shrimp. Okay, I think sadly this is where we have to leave it. I am sorry, Kira. I know what it is. The blood is not completely red. Yeah, there we go. It was like pinkish. So... You failed me. No, it's just we talked about snacks and about food. And I wanted to show you all what the wonders of food and stuff. This one took me a little longer to complete. But yeah, I kind of have to go now, sadly. Maybe this? Nah. I've thought to maybe help break out a little bit of the shadow, but no, I don't think so. There you go. Yeah, that looks... You dishonor me. No! Apparently shrimps are opportunistic feeders, so it's basically whatever's in the fridge. Like leftovers. Oh, but I have a wife that cooks for me. So I don't have to be opportunistic anymore. You dishonor shrimply. No! Not the dishonor shrimply. Okay, okay. I have to go. But yeah, this is what we've got so far. Let's hide Sayori for a little bit now. We are missing basically just like the light effects, the funny little ball thing, and the light effects on the background, on Yuri, if you will. See you later, Poppy. Poppy with cabs. I fear for my life. I'm in danger. Wanna play Dead by Daylight tomorrow if my Wi-Fi isn't killing me? Tomorrow is Wednesday the 5th of August. I think I'm free. I'll let you know. Whatever the hell is that creature on the left? It's Toothy. Mr. Toothy. But now it's Mr. Yuri. Mrs. Yuri, I guess. Bueno. Thank you, Shrimps. Thank you, Shrimplings, so much for joining. I'm gonna have to continue this one off the stream. But I'll be sure to show you how it ends up looking like. I am very excited. You know, I'm seeing a lot of things that I can do also with like shadow. And if you notice, there's also like a little bit of a blur here. Like I'm gonna have to go on and do like a dynamic blur really quick. I think the hand detail is really cool. Really, it's a really good choice, Kira. Oh, and I also need to add the scuff marks on her from the fight. But yeah. This is where we are so far. We're still missing a bunch of stuff, but you're gonna have to see it when it's already posted. Thank you so much, Shrimps, for joining me, for, you know, learning more about art and my process with me, and also about all of the cool food that you guys showed me, the tequecitos and things like that. And I showed you what a real chalupa looks like so you don't get scammed anymore by Taco Bell. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget to join on... tomorrow! Not tomorrow, Thursday. There you go. We have the Little Nightmare stream, part 2. And then on Saturday, we're gonna have the DDLC LARPer tool. Because turns out that I haven't seen a lot of DDLC fan content that's been around for years. Thank you guys so much for joining. And I will see you all on Thursday again. Thank you again so much. Stay shrimp. Don't shower. Sleep a lot. Hunch a lot. And don't get distracted with side quests to talk about food. Thank you guys again so much for joining. See you soon. Bye bye.